Yes, yes, I know. They are like hypnotizing. These are $400 Bling nails, and I'm going to show you how I sculpt these from beginning to end. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So yes, I know I cannot stop. As I'm doing this voiceover, I'm kind of at a loss for the correct things to say. Just y'all watch this video. My client came in with bare nails, so we sculpted these out. They are very long, not the longest nails ever, but they are not short by any means. I'm going to show y'all the whole process, everything that I use and do or did to achieve this beautiful look. Oh my goodness. Okay, focus. Okay. So I am starting off by prepping her nails now. Originally, I anticipated on doing tips for this client. So what happened is, well, let me not talk about what happened. Let me tell you what's going on. I am using, which bit is this? I think it is the skinny mini bit from Elegance. And this is a diamond bit, so it has that texture similar to a sanding band, but it is metal, of course. I don't know if that's the appropriate way to call it, but it's reusable. You know, a sanding band you have to throw out, and it's not, you don't get them in these shapes and etc. So that's why bits like this are very, very good. I mean, everybody has their own style. I've never been a person to use sanding bands. They're just not for me. So I use diamond bits. And did I say carbide? If I did, that was a mistake. This is a diamond bit. If I said diamond bit, shout out to me a few minutes ago for saying the right thing. So this is a diamond bit. Like I said, it has a texture of a sanding band. It's safe to use on the surface of the nail. And I'm using this at about 8,000 RPMs. And I'm holding it as parallel to the nail as possible. And then I am going in with the preppy bit. No, that's not what it's called. It's called the Cutie Patootie. I just made that up. I don't even know why. Somebody has a preppy bit. My bad. It's the Cutie Patootie from Elegance. And you guys were asking, I got a set of bits from Elegance. You guys know I've been using Atwood. I do not have a beef with Atwood. If you're not able to purchase Elegance, because they are for licensed professionals only, on their direct website. Atwood Industries has really great bits. I've used them basically exclusively, almost for the entirety of me being a nail tech. I have this set and I've just been really enjoying it and wanted to try different bits and see how I felt. So this is their shaper bit, and it's like the crosscut bit from Atwood Industries. And I'm using this to remove shine in any product from the nail. This client, well, she's not a repeating client. This was a one-time appointment situation. So she usually does her nails herself. And she had, I believe she told me she had gel on that she does herself, builder gel on. And she removed most of it. As you can see, there's inconsistencies on her nail. There's some product still remaining. And so we just use that shaper bit, which again is equivalent to a crosscut bit. It's still a diamond bit. Well, it's equivalent to a crosscut bit in Atwood industry terms. I know other brands may have some similar. I don't know what they're called. Okay. So I am using I think this is called the preppy bit. Maybe that's where I got this from. Let me go check out. Okay, I had to check, and this is the Buffy bit. Okay, these are new to me. I don't have the names down, so I'm sorry. Elegance does have one that's called the preppy bit, and I don't think I used it in this video. At least I haven't used it yet. The first one was the itty bitty, and then the other one I used was the cutie patootie. And I'm just using this bit to remove that dead skin back there, and just I'm going back and forth. I'm going forward and reverse just to get it removed in different directions and just work that out. Again, using it from 6,000 to 8,000 RPMs. And then I am using a file to kind of help me get closer to that nail plate on the surface and trying to remove additional product. And then I can also use it to further etch the nail for longevity and wear. We don't want to dig into the nail to file it back and forth. This is sped up, so it looks way more aggressive than what it really is. It looks like I should not be doing it, but again, it's because it's sped up. And this is especially, as I mentioned, this is a one-time client. I don't really know how her nails wear, and I want to ensure that she has the best possible adhesion for the entirety of her wear. So I'm using the Light Elegance Air Bond and the Light Elegance Tack for bonding. The Jimmy Gel Building Base Gel, which soaks off, and I'm using the Fiber Gel from Light Elegance. And I am using that Air Bond again. It helps ensure great adhesion. It reacts with the moisture in the air. So if there's any moisture on the client's nail plate, again, I don't know her history. This is a one-time thing. I'm sorry for how many times I'm going to repeat that, but it is an applicable and relevant thing in this situation. So I want to give her, like I said, the best possible prep. That means I don't know if she has what she does with moisture, if she's somebody who has hyperhidrosis or anything, maybe not as severe, but something similar. So I applied that, then I applied Tack. You cure Light Elegance Tack, and it's a non-acid primer that obviously cures. And then after I cure that, I'm applying a base of the Jimmy Gel Base Gel. Now, I decided to use this as a base gel very much in this process because I want this client to be able to soak these off if need be. And this is able to go under hard gel. It's kind of, it breaks the rules. It can go under hard gel. It is, would you consider it a hard? Y'all got to talk to Jim about that on the Light Elegance page. They have their own channel. But perfectly fine. Like I said, it's a building base gel. You can build the nail with this. Doing fills with this product has been amazing, but it can be soaked off. So if she at home decides she wants to soak these off, she can. She'll have to file off the hard gel first, because that will not soak, the traditional hard gel, the fiber gel. And but once you get that file down, the majority, if you can break through to that base, and you'll be able to soak these off so much easier. And so I'm sculpting these out, and I applied nail forms, and they're from Glitter Planet UK, and I've been having these for years. I probably need some new forms. I need to re-up. I'm almost out. I had like the 500 and they lasted me forever. And so I am sculpting out with this fiber gel. And I chose to use this product because if you're not aware, it has fiberglass in it. Literal fiberglass, which means that it is a very, very durable product. It seemed like the optimal thing, especially with the length we were doing. I wanted to ensure that the nails were very strong, since there's so much free edge. And you can see I didn't cut this client's nails. I didn't even speak to that. I had originally planned on doing tips, but her natural nails were pretty long, and she had a pretty good natural C curve. She has probably one of the best. You might not be able to tell from this angle, but just naturally, she just had a really good C curve. And none of the tips I had were going to be cohesive with the C curve that she had, so it only made sense to sculpt. In all honesty, if she had just short clipped natural nails, that might have been a different story. And because they grew out so much, I didn't want to cut her natural nail length off for this one-time appointment. So again, made the most sense. So I applied these forms, and I'm making sure that I apply that, you see, up into the side walls. So I'm not just extending from her free edge on. I'm making sure I extend to the left and the right up to her side walls, if that makes sense, because her natural nails kind of narrow out a bit more. Not all of them, but some of them do. So I want to make sure I add in that missing little piece of the puzzle. And I might have a clip where I show that a little bit better. And so I am extending out the free edge, of course. I'm applying a good amount of that product. These are so very long, so it takes a good amount of product. These took some time, some good time. This client came in from Houston up to Dallas just for this appointment, so I really appreciated her for that. And she had a flight back same day. She just came up here to get the nails done and then to dip out, and so she had a flight she needed to catch, so the pressure was on. So you seen how I went up to those side walls on each side, like I said, to fill in those gaps and to make sure we have a very, very well structured nail, and those side walls look good and they come out straight on the side. When I look at the I'm about to use the profile, I was about to say peripheral. I know words. I promise y'all know words. When you look at the profile of it, you just want to have those straight, beautiful side walls. And so I wanted to make sure that the fiber, that we built that out with the forms and the fiber gel. I'm sorry for my y'all. Don't get on to me, okay? Okay. So again, I'm showing you see me going over there and connecting that. So you see that excess product to the left and the right of her natural nail. Very, very necessary. Just to make sure, because you need that strength, you need to build that out that ensures we have integrity, especially because this nail is so very, very long. And I actually wanted to do them longer. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, I'm dropping bits in the background. I'm so sorry. I won't do it anymore. So, and the brush that I'm using is the gel polish brush from Elegance. And for this application, I'm gonna be honest, it probably wasn't my absolute favorite. I love the brush, but as I stated very specifically, for this application, for this situation, it wasn't my favorite. Just because they were so long, something about the bristles, it just wasn't vibing right. Love the brush, not for this. So you can see me fitting this form, and I did have to cut some of them? If somebody has a higher hyponychium, which is the meat under the nails, if you're somebody who's, is my air quotes, your meat grows out far, even if your nails are longer, or if your client's nails are longer and they have a high hyponychium, you may need to cut more space, a larger hole, or a deeper angle, like a deeper almond type shape, just to fit that skin so it's not uncomfortable and that the form fits correctly. I'm not sure if I did that for any of these nails. I'm mixing up clients, y'all. I think I sculpted somebody else's nails recently. Y'all, I've been doing nails. I have so many videos for you guys. So many of them in the works. And you're like, why haven't you put out any of them? It's almost overwhelming. No. I've been trying to balance that out and get some all done and edited for y'all and get a schedule. So y'all put down below what's a good schedule for y'all. Cause I was thinking Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Is 3 days a week too much? Or if it's 2 days a week, what do you think? Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday. I'm obviously very stuck on Thursday. Well, because I figured Friday and Saturday, y'all are out in the streets doing stuff probably, which you don't need to be out in the streets because it's a pandemic out there, y'all. But that's what y'all probably doing, you know? So I figured you ain't got time for me and my nail video. So I was thinking, you know, one of the other days when you ain't got nothing going on in your life, might be it. Y'all tell me down below what y'all think. Okay. So I removed the forms. Everything's cured, and I'm working back and forth on each hand. Like I sculpt one on the left hand, put that in the light, and I'm sculpting one on the right hand while that one's in the light, and just back and forth. So then I took the form off. I don't like to work on or with forms through like the entirety of building the nail. I want to get them off as soon as I can. As soon as I get a base down that it can stand on its own, that's it. I want to take it off. So now I'm using that fiber gel, and I'm building up the nail even more. I'm very focused on that extension. Well, on the apex, where the free edge area, stress point, whatever you want to call it, and the free edge, because again, these are very long nails and we want to make sure they're strong. So I'm focusing that product for now in those areas to make sure they're very, very strong. And like I said, the fiber building gel is made with fiberglass to make it very, very, very durable. It has 10% fiberglass. So yes, definitely recommend, if you're able to get your hands on it, to absolutely try it out, especially for situations like this where you're just sculpting your heart out. Okay. So this is something you guys may frown upon, but I did it anyway. I felt like the right thing to do. I am building the remainder of the nail with the Jimmy gel, and I really wanted it to, you see its majority of her natural nail, where her nail plate is mostly covered in Jimmy gel. Well, at least half, at least a third. What do y'all think that is? Something. So it was very important to me, like I mentioned earlier, that this client be able to soak and remove her nails fairly easy. Like I said, she usually does them herself, so she has a lot of tools. But I didn't want to make them. Y'all, when I first stopped taking clients March of last year, I just, you had to stop abruptly, and a lot of my clients are builder gel clients. They were then. I was doing a little acrylic still then, but most of them were builder gel. And then they're in a situation where, like, you cannot soak it off, and I wasn't using, there was not a product like this that I knew of then, and if there was, I wasn't using it. So a lot of my clients did not know how to take their nails off. They had to wait for them to grow out. They had to, my chest, but probably pop them off, which is the worst thing ever. I didn't want them to have to do that, but there's nothing I could do. We literally couldn't work. It was, nothing about it, whatever. So I'm in fear that will happen again for my clients. So a lot of them have been applying this product as the base gel. So if worse comes to worse, they can at least, it may be difficult, but they can, hand file or get a little cheap Sally's file, like an e-file or something. Anyways, they can file down the actual hard gel, and at least the base gel will soak off, so they can, at least do that. So I wanted to use this product for that reason, and then also because it self-leveled a little better than a fiber gel, so building up even more and self-leveling was a little bit better. But you can see how crazy these look. I'll show you guys what we were looking for with the shape, and I'm showing you guys me shaping a little bit, and I never catch it. So please put like a whole, I don't even know which emoji to put, but for this little clip of me shaping this nail, this is how I normally shape, and it's hard for me to record, but I don't know how my camera was sitting and how this client's hand was sitting. I was able to do it. I was like, oh, let me turn my camera. Oh, I got it. I just got this one finger, but put all different emojis. Do 3, like thumbs it up, unthumbs it up, and re-thumbs up the video. Do that, okay? So you can see I mostly shape with the back of the hand facing towards me. And then I make sure the side walls are straight. And then I go back in with shaping, and I'm looking, this is so much. I can't even explain it in these few seconds, my process on shaping, but maybe you getting a visual as to what I'm doing will help you out. But I just always tell people, when I used to do one-on-ones, I don't anymore for now, that the nails are 3D, so you have to take that in consideration. So it's not just the perimeter of the nail, it's the dimension of the nail coming at you. So that matters. So it's not just the very, very edge of the nail. You can see I'm filing the surface of it. In order to get that shape together, you gotta contour it in and move it in and make sure you ain't got hills and valleys in that whole side area of the nail and the surface of the nail. Because if you have a big lump, even though it's not on the very, very side of the nail, it's going to distort the shape. And so I was accidentally using the lefty lube bit from Elegance, which is for left-handed people. And it was doing it wasn't doing nothing, but then I had actually used it on a client before this, not like a few days prior. And then it didn't hit me till I was using it on this client. I was like, this is kind of weird that it was the left-handed bit. So yeah, if you're left-handed, that's a great bit for you. And even if you're not left-handed, if you're right-handed but you want to do your right hand easier with your left hand, like file, it's a good bit to have because they sell a little set and it comes with it. So it's not completely useless if you're right-handed. So I'm using, this is not Elegance bit. I think this is from Tack USA. And this is a ceramic bit. It's a safety bit, smooth top. It's a fine grit. And that's just how I usually like to play it with my finish filing and my shaping, especially at this length. Gel is so easy to file. You can kind of apply things, so maybe a little bit not perfect. I don't want to say bad, because it files so easy, so it doesn't take a lot to get it into shape. Even hand filing it seems like it would be a lot. It does take time because I'm a perfectionist, but a lot of hand strength and stuff, it doesn't take this to the same degree. Acrylic is so hard, y'all. It's so hard on your hands, like physically. It's so hard to shape, even if you do apply it correctly to the best of your ability. It's just so much harder to file, which can be detrimental if you're a professional to your wrist health, arm, joint, back, neck, all that. So, just another reason. So I use the shaper bit just in place of a buffer. And then I'm using that buffy bit just to remove any of that dead skin. She had a good amount, and I wanted to flake off as much of it as possible. We can't get it perfect in this one time. It's a work in progress. You can just hope that your client or yourself applies your cuticle oil, just not one with petroleum or mineral oil, because that can cause lifting. Okay. So I'm applying this gold from Madam Glam, and I am not sure what it's called. But let me go check. Okay, so it's called It's Not You, It's Me, and that's from Madam Glam. And you can use code Tabytha, or you click the link down below to shop with Madam Glam. And I'm going to tell you about another color that you're going to want to get so bad here in a second. So I'm using this to add a more goldness to the background of the bling. I don't just leave it with this color, but it just added more of a yellowish gold. And I did some tester nails before this client came to figure out how I wanted the bling, and I used it. I decided that's what I needed to do, so that's what I did. And so over it, I'm applying this holographic reflective gel. Now, the actual literal product I'm using is a sample product, has no name. It's a tester situation. But just today, I received one from Madam Glam that is almost identical, and it's called Bee's Knees. It's like a new collection that they have. And again, click the link in the description down below to shop with Madam Glam. You can use code Tabytha. And even if they have a better sale than what my code, because I believe my code gets you 30% off, if I'm not mistaken, but sometimes they have a better sale. So if you want to support me, because I get a little bit of coins from them, a little bit of monies, but you know I love them. It's not for the money, it's for the love, and then the love brings the money, okay? That's how it works. So if they have a better sale than my code provides you, if you still click the link in the description bar, I still get a little bit of money, y'all. And I'm appreciative, but you don't have to. You don't have to. So after I applied that, I applied top coat, and then I buffed it. That's it. And so I am using a resin glue for this situation, and I'm using Crystal AB, Swarovski Crystal AB, and Swarovski Silk Shimmer for this set, just a mix. And I'm using sizes, I think that's a 20 right there. I threw in this little flame shape. It just seemed like fun to put right there. Just to add a little more pizzazz, a little, you know. And then also because I was doing a flame, it doesn't look exactly like a flame, but I think it's called a flame shape. And I was doing flames on the other hand, so I thought it was just cute to do a little play on that, even though it doesn't look exactly like a flame. But I just wanted to interject with that. So I'm using a nail resin, and this one doesn't have a brand, but you can, I've never tried the Zulays one. I've heard great things about it. So maybe something like that. There's one from Ocean Nail Supply. I used to love it. It was amazing. I don't know if they still sell it. It had a ladybug, I think, on it. But you know, for this, I because their nails were so long, and it's because I was going to be varying in shapes, I wanted to use a resin, and I cut out the seams, but I'm using it in between, and I'm just fitting in these crystals. You guys see how I work. Generally straight down the middle, and then I fill it in from left to right or right to left. But sometimes I work from the cuticle down. When I'm doing stilettos, I actually generally like to work from the tip up, because I want to make sure my point is good to go on my stilettos, that looks right first and foremost, and then we'll fill the rest up. But that's just me. Everybody has their style to do full bling. Some people outline the nail first. That's just not it's not my style. But yeah. So on this other hand, I'm using XOXO from Madam Glam, and I tell you guys, it is a must-have color. You gotta have this in your arsenal if you're only doing nails for yourself as a hobbyist. If you're a nail tech and you're doing nails on multiple people, this is a beautiful color you have to have. You just have to. It is a sheer nude, and it works for like lighter skin tones, darker skin tones. It's just really, really, really good. Yeah. So I'm applying 2 coats of that, and you kind of see I'm not applying it to the tip all the way. I'm kind of fading it down. That's because I didn't want to bulk up my free edge. I worked really hard to get these beautiful coffin shape, so I didn't want to bulk up the free edge too much. So then I'm taking that reflective gel. Again, you can use Madam Glam's Bee's Knees. It's literally identical to this. And I'm using a striper brush, and it's from Poochie's Nails. And I am drawing these flames. And at this time, y'all, so this whole hand, we had different plans, okay? And as I said, this client just came in from Houston area. up here to Dallas just in one day just to get these nails done and go back. So at this time, her flight was coming up. These took some time, like I said. Oh my God, y'all. And I accidentally sent, well, okay, so I ain't got time. It was my fault. This client ended up at my mother's house because I used to have on my automated booking system, it has my mother's address on there. Well, I am not there because I made it years ago. So most people don't click on it. They usually, inquire, and I forgot. She never even asked, and I forgot. I actually sent it to somebody else because I was trying to book a couple people for this type of appointment. Anyways, long story short, she took the liberty to look it up herself, which, shout out to her for being, efficient. She was just too efficient. She was just too on it. She went above and beyond. So we started off late. That's my whole point, is we started off late. So these were supposed to be all blinged out with flames, like completely full bling. And there was supposed to be the flames were supposed to be a different color bling. But we didn't have time. Her flight was coming up, and I was like, let's let bling one. So I'm working fast and furious. And yeah, so I didn't catch the footage. I sealed in these crystals with top coat. I went around literally all of the crystals, not over them, and sealed them in. And yeah, I didn't catch that footage because like I said, we were rushing. But I needed to catch this footage for sure. So I was like, cut the cameras. Let's go. Let's seal these in. Make sure they last. They got longevity. And yeah. So this is the final look, guys. Please put a diamond emoji below if you love these. Please, please, please. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing these. They are spectacular. Even though they weren't exactly how we pictured them and how they originally intended to be, I still think they came out so great. And I just could not stop. Me editing this footage was ridiculous. I didn't know which clips to put, so I just put them all. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, leave a comment, say hi, how are you, tell me what you'd like to see, anything, whatever, y'all. I just appreciate you guys all the time for just supporting me and my artwork and my channel. And look below for some links to some good items and discount codes and etc. So you can get some good deals for, all your nail dreams, if you're, professional or not. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, you guys, bye.